In my worm unboxing video, I compared it to the GTS 2 out of the box for its noises and the GTS 3 for its feel. The worm was a completely different cube. It's got good factors like the moly spring compression system, the crunch like the walks, which is excellent, and very high super speed. Okay, that doesn't make sense, but it's good. But along with that, it also has a few drawbacks. It has overshooting issues at high tensions, and it has a very bad M layer, especially for last layers. You can see how easily it messes up my solves, especially in the last layer, which I'm already very weak at. I wouldn't want a cube that makes my solves even worse, would I? That's where the Celeritas WRM comes in. When I unboxed the Celeritas worm, it completely blew me away. I could never have thought that a cube as loud as the worm could be set up so quietly. It just hit me where I wouldn't have expected it to. The Celeritas worm bridges the M layer gap to give me better last layer and is quite supportive when I have to do Z perms after some COLLs. It still has a drawback though. Cubicle seems to have addressed the overshooting issue a little too hard. Instead of just taking care of the problem, they went one step further and did it to such an extent that it sometimes undershoots while performing last layer algs. Why? So who's it for then? The normal worm is for any beginner who's looking for a good customizable cube without having the hassle of going through the rough edges of the GTS 3 and without having to spend too much on cubes from GAN and stuff. And it's good for anyone who's looking for a good cube to begin with. Moving on to the Celeritas is for anyone who's looking to customize their cube and has an extra $10 for it. But instead of going ahead and buying something like this from the Cubicle where you only get it once in a while, like once, and you can't do anything about it, I'd rather recommend you buy the loops and set up the cube yourself. 3x3s are not that hard to set up, honestly speaking. All you need is Traxxas 10K, 30K, 50K, whichever you want. Just take a small amount and add it to the edges and corners on the tracks. If you want, you can add a little to the core. Other than that, you need Celeritas, which is also not very expensive, and you need DNM. DNM is like basic if you're ordering cube loops from the Cubicle. So I'd rather recommend setting up your own worm than buying a Celeritas worm.